A very good morning to all of you. Today we will discuss about a brief knowledge of botany and commercial utilization and use of timber yielding plants, which includes teak, that is Tectona grandis, Shisham, that is Dalbergia siso, sal, that is Soria robusta, Chir, that is Pinus roxburghi, and Deodar, that is Cedrus deodara. Out of these 5 plants, 3 belong to angiosperms. Teak, Shisham, and sal are member of angiosperms, whereas Chir and Deodar, they belong to family Pinaceae of gymnosperms. So today we will discuss about all these 5 timber yielding plants. So first of all, we need to know that what is wood and what is timber. The simplest definition and rather I would say complete definition of wood is secondary xylem resulting from secondary growth of stem. So wood is secondary xylem which is resulted from secondary growth of stem. Whereas timber, when we have to define timber, it is that wood which is processed for use in construction, furniture and other application. So all woods may not be used as timber. We may not consider all wood as timber, but all timbers are wood. It is derived from trees and is valued for its strength, durability, and aesthetic appeal. Since timber is a commercially utilized plant product, so there are several properties which determine that whether wood of a plant could be utilized as timber or not. To determine the timber properties, there are several properties of wood which should be considered. As far as general properties are concerned, they may be classified as physical properties and chemical properties. Physical properties are further classified as mechanical and non-mechanical properties. Mechanical properties are very important for any wood to qualify as timber, to be utilized as timber. The first and foremost important property is strength. Strength of any wood determines that it may be used as timber or not. Strength may be crushing strength, tensile strength, shearing strength, cross breaking strength. All these strengths combine or jointly decides the strength of any wood. Along with it, stiffness, hardness, toughness, and cleavability. All these properties are also very important for any wood to be utilized for certain specific purpose. Along with it, there are some non-mechanical properties. Non-mechanical properties include moisture content. Some wood retain moisture for long time even after processing, and they may absorb moisture, hold moisture for a long time. So it differs from wood to wood. Density of different wood vary a lot, and density determines the overall weight of that wood. And durability is also important for any wood to be commercially utilized. Along with it, since uh, wood is utilized for its for some commercial values, so surface characteristics of wood is also very important, like luster, odor, color. All these things must be considered for qualifying or for considering wood to be utilized for some specific purpose. Along with it, certain thermal properties like thermal conductivity, electrical conductivity, and acoustic properties, whether it may be utilized in some instruments or not, musical instruments or not, all these things are considered when any wood is to be utilized for some specific function. So these were important physical properties. Now there are several chemical properties. Chemical properties of any wood, I mean to say, some would contain oil, some would contain resins, some would contain other volatile materials, due to which they have some specific type of odor or fragrance. And these chemicals determine several properties of that wood, and it is also considered before utilizing wood for some specific purpose. So these all were general properties of wood. Now one by one we will move to all the important 5 timber yielding plants. The first and most important timber yielding plant is teak. Botanical name of teak is Tectona grandis. It belongs to family Verbenaceae of angiosperms. Here in this photograph, you may see leaves along with inflorescence, minute flowers of Tectona grandis. As far as distribution of Tectona grandis is concerned, overall worldwide, it is found in India, Java, Sumatra, Indonesia, Myanmar, and Thailand. Mainly it is found in all these countries. And in India, it is found in several states, which includes Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karnataka, Rajasthan, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh. So these are main states where Tectona grandis is found, grown. Now, botany of teak. What are important properties of Tectona grandis? Here in this diagram, a vegetative and flowering branch. This diagram is from a herbarium, and a vegetative and flowering branch of Tectona grandis can be seen here. You may see 2 leaves are there, and flowers, panicles are there at the tip of branch with minute flowers which are very small. So Tectona grandis is a large deciduous tree, and its height is up to 30.5 meters, and girth ranges from 2.4 to 4 meters. Age of Tectona grandis has been calculated as approximately more than 200 years, if it is not infected with some pathogen, some diseases. So it may be alive for more than 200 years. Branches are pubescent, four-angled with large opposite or hold, broad ovate leaves which are 0.6 to 0.9 meter long. Minute flowers are there in large panicles at tip of each branches, which may be seen in this herbarium diagram. Small fruits surrounded by peppery inflated calyces are also found. So these are important botanical description of Tectona grandis. Some other features of wood include, as far as sapwood is concerned, it is white and susceptible to attack by termites and wood rotting fungi. So this is a sort of demerit, but only sapwood is susceptible. Heartwood is golden yellow to brown, golden brown in color when freshly sawn, but slowly it turns darker after exposure. And the most important and interestingly, it is immune to attack of insects and microbes. So this is a good quality of Tectona grandis wood, which makes it of great importance. It is greasy to touch and characteristic smell like old leather. If there is construction using Tectona wood is there, it slightly smells like old leather. It is hard. The wood is hard, but it is not difficult to work. So it is very easy to work, and it may be given to desired shape or design, and it takes good polish. Grain is normally straight and texture is very coarse and uneven. As far as average weight of wood is concerned, it is approximately 609 to 689 kilogram per meter cube in dry state. It does not wrap, split or crack. This is very important, which makes it suitable for utilizing in construction of buildings or fancy items. It shows distinct growth rings visible to naked eyes. You can easily see growth rings in wood of Tectona grandis. It is a ring porous wood. Large vessels and tyloses are common. Ring porous means since it is an angiospermic wood, vessels are there, and vessels are arranged in ring. In those wood where vessels are arranged in rings, they are considered as ring porous wood. Now, uses of Tectona wood, since it is one of the best timber in the world and is used as standard for comparison. If somebody has to use some timber, he compares it with teak wood, whether it is of substandard or it is of that much standard of teak or not. In India, it is used for railway carriage, wagon wood, in shipbuilding also, house construction, bridge building, cabinet making, boats, turnery, toys, plywood, decorative surfaces, flooring, greenhouse construction and piles. Tectona wood is utilized in all these kind of things. So it is of great importance. Now we will move to next plant, Shisham. This is also an angiospermic tree. Its botanical name is Dalbergia Roxburghi. Family Fabaceae. It is worldwide, it is distributed in Asia, including India, and in India It is found throughout sub-Himalayan tracts from Ravi river in Punjab to Assam up to 15-30 meters. It grows freely along water channels and river banks. So, Shisham, Dalbergia Siso, had that much range of distribution. Botanical description, important characteristics of Shisham. Here you may see a fruiting twig of Shisham where leaves can be seen, which are pinnate leaves with uneven number of leaflets, and fruits can also be seen. Panicles of small yellow and white papillonaceous flowers are there. Sapwood is white to brownish in color, whereas heartwood is golden brown to dark brown with deep brown streaks. It is diffused porous wood. Diffused porous wood means the vessels are not present in rings like that of Tectona grandis. Vessels are diffused all over the wood. That's why this is known as diffused porous wood. It is a durable, heavy wood with average weight of approximately 800 to 850 kg per meter cube. Wood has great strength and elasticity. It is a unique property of Shisham wood. Now, usage of Shisham wood. What are important uses of Shisham wood? It is a high class furniture and cabinet wood. It has so much of demand like that of teak. It is valued for constructional and general purpose timber. Used for railway sleepers, musical instruments, hammer handles, even shoe heels are made from Shisham wood. Hookah tubes and tobacco pipes are also made by using Shisham wood. And along with all these properties, it is also good for charcoal making. So all these uses makes it of great worth, Shisham wood. Now we will move to third plant, which is sal. Botanical name of sal is Soria robusta, with haploid number of chromosomes n equals to 7. Family Diptocarpaceae. It belongs to family Diptocarpaceae, which is, so it belongs to angiosperm. Worldwide it is distributed in India, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Philippines, Southeast Asian countries and Malaya Peninsula. So it has long range of distribution, Soria robusta. In India, it is distributed in Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Assam and Himachal Pradesh. Botanical description of sal. Sal is large gregarious resiniferous tree with a straight bole bearing ovate, oblong, leathery leaves 10 to 30 centimeter into 5 to 18 centimeter of dimension. Flowers are small, yellowish in color. They are borne in lax, axillary or terminal panicles. Fruits are ovoid in shape, indehiscent, with wing-like persistent sepals. As far as properties of wood is concerned, the sapwood is whitish in color, whereas heartwood is light brown to brown in color, but it turns dark reddish or brown on exposure. In starting, it is light brown to brown, but slowly, slowly it turns dark, reddish, or brown when it is exposed to outer atmosphere. Wood is medium coarse with an interlocked grain. For long time, it remains immune to attack of white ants and fungi. So this is an important, beautiful property of sal wood, that it remains immune from attack of these insects and fungi. So it makes uh, sal wood of great worth. It seasons slowly, retaining a large amount of moisture in wood even after several years of seasoning. So this is a kind of demerit of salud, that it retains large amount of moisture even after long time, several years of seasoning. And moreover, due to resin canals, wood develops characteristic small surface cracks while drying. So this may act as a demerit of salud. It is diffused porous wood. Vessels are distributed all over the wood, all over the region, with no or indistinct growth rings. Means one cannot identify proper growth rings, seasonal variation in the wood of Soria robusta, sal. It is not an easy timber to saw, with an average weight of 800 to 960 kilogram per meter cube. So this is this there are several shortcomings or several demerits in sal wood. That's why it is not considered as easy timber to saw. It is very hard to process. Usage of sal wood. Heartwood is very hard, heavy, and extremely tough. Is one of the most durable timbers suited for sleepers. So it is utilized for those purposes where very strong wood is required, but fine finishing in sal wood is quite difficult for to be made. Wood has long life in exposed situations, since it is very hard and extremely tough, and it has long life in exposed situation even under water. So this is an important property of sal wood. Wood is used for constructional purposes such as beams, rafters, floorings, piles, bridging, railway carriage and wagon works, carts, tool handles, and tent pegs. One of the important unique property of sal wood is that on tapping the sal tree, it gives out an oleoresin. This oleoresin is known as sal dammer or Bengal dammer. And most interestingly, it is used in the making of varnish. So, along with the use of wood as timber, the wood is also a source of oleoresin, which is utilized or which is used in making of varnish. So these were three angiospermic timber yielding trees which have been discussed. Now we will move to two gymnosperms. You all must be knowing that most of the gymnosperms have aporous wood. Aporous wood means vessel component of xylem is lacking in gymnosperm wood. We will see those details. First of all, we will discuss chir. Botanical name of chir is Pinus roxburghi. Pinus has several species present in India, And the pinus species, which is very common in Chamoli, Karnaprayag region, is Pinus roxburghi. An important identification of Pinus roxburghi is that it has three needles, three needle pine. Since pines may have 1 to 5 needles in different species. Pinus roxburghi belongs to family Pinaceae of Gymnospermae, and as far as distribution is concerned, it is found from outer hill ranges of Sivalik and the valleys of the Himalayas from 405 to 2290 meters. Botanical description of Chir or Pinus roxburghi. Chir favors open, wind-swept, sunny locations and well-drained soils. They flourish on lands which are too lean in nutrients and too stony and steep for agriculture. So, very aggressively pinus or pine or chir is covering the all over areas in Garhwal Himalaya, since they can easily grow in nutrient poor soil. Leaves or needles are characteristically of two types: primary needles borne singly in spirals in young pines, and secondary needles occurring in fascicles of 3, and their bases are enclosed in sheath. I am explaining it as fascicle of 3 because I am talking about Pinus roxburghi. This 3 may be 1 to 5 in different Pinus species, and it is an important morphological property to identify Pinus species. Pinus is monoecious, with male cones usually appearing lower down the tree, while the female cones are borne on the highest branches. At maturity, male cones release clouds of wind-borne pollens. The properties of pollen grains of Pinus is that it has wings and it covers a far distant areas. You all must have seen a kind of yellow shower when pollen grains in the form of dust are spread all over the areas in a specific season. These yellow showers are nothing but wind-borne pollen grains of Pinus. Annual rings are well marked in Pinus with clearly distinguishable early and late wood. You can easily identify or observe, distinguish annual rings. And wood is non-porous, as I have told you that vessel component of xylem is lacking in Pinus, and several other gymnosperms. Some are exceptions where vessels are present in gymnosperms, but in most of the gymnosperms vessels are lacking. That's why wood is considered as non-porous wood. As far as usage of pine wood is concerned, wood is resinous, heavy, hard, strong and durable. Wood is coarse grained with a pronounced grain pattern owing to a marked distinction between the thin walled spring and thick walled summer wood. Wood is used for construction of buildings, bridges, ships, and other types of heavy constructions. So, these are important uses of pine wood. Now, Deodar, the last plant, timber yielding plant, which we are going to discuss today, is Deodar. Botanical name is Cedrus deodara, with haploid number of chromosomes n equals to 12. It also belongs to family Pinaceae of gymnospermy. Here in this diagram, you can see the dwarf shoot, the long shoot, scaly leaves, male cones, needles. All these things can be seen in this diagrammatic sketch of Deodar. As far as distribution is concerned, worldwide it is distributed from westernmost Himalayas to Nepal. In India, it is found in Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, including Uttarakhand and Punjab. Now, botanical description of Deodar. It is a large, handsome evergreen tree which has 45 to 60 meter height, with wide spreading horizontal branches that gives a skyscraper appearance of that plant. You all must have seen Deodar trees in our state of Uttarakhand. Slender male cones are borne singly and stand erect. Female cones are barrel shaped, approximately 10 centimeter long. As far as wood is concerned, sapwood is white in color, whereas heartwood is light yellow in color, which turns brown on exposure. Timber is very durable, rarely attacked by white ants and fungi, so it is of great importance. Wood is straight grained, moderately fine and uniform texture. Wood can be sawn easily and worked to a smooth finish. But due to high oil content, it is difficult to glue or polish over its surface. So this is a demerit of Deodar timber. Resin always seeps or oozes out from the wood even after seasoning. Mostly from knots, resins oozes out, and this may be considered as a demerit of this wood. Average weight is approximately 432 to 529 kilogram per meter cube. And it is also a non-porous wood, being a gymnospermous wood. Vessels are not there, not present, with distinct growth rings are present. You can easily see the growth rings in Deodar tree. As far as usages are concerned, wood is used for railway sleepers with an approximate average life of 15 years. As constructional material, it is extensively employed for beams, posts, doors and window frames, bridge construction, carriage and wagon building. Other uses include furniture, carving, packing cases, brushbacks and pattern wood. Wood is not suitable for veiners due to presence of knots. So these were important characteristic features and uses of these 5 timber yielding plants, and out of these 5, 3 were from angiosperms and 2 were gymnosperms. We all have discussed about different aspects of wood. What is timber? What is wood? What are important characteristic features of wood? What are important characteristic features of timber yielding plants? Their family, taxonomic description, its distribution worldwide as well as in India, important properties of their wood and their uses which makes them of economic importance. For suggested readings, I would like to advise these 2 books: Economic Botany in the Tropics by Isel Kocher, Macmillan Publishers India Limited, and Economic Botany by B.P. Pandey, S. Chand Publications. These 2 books may be helpful for you all to have more and more information regarding all these timber yielding plants. So With all these informations, best wishes. Thank you so much.